Alright, for this sprint, quite a lot of automation has been done under the hood. So the scene class is kind of spider-webbed out here in the diagram. It now has an update, a draw, and an alarm manager, each responsible for the registry and update as necessary of their respective items. The update manager and the draw manager are fairly simple managers. Going through the command pattern over here, they register their respective objects for update, save them in a list of objects, and then during the scenes update method, they'll be called at the appropriate, or the scenes update and draw method. They'll be called at the appropriate times and run through their list of objects and calling the correct methods there. The command pattern is fairly standard command pattern as far as I can tell. There's not really that much fanciness to it. The alarm manager, however, does have a lot of intricacies in it, and was a very interesting problem to kind of work out. So the way I managed to do it is that the alarm marker keeps a timeline of the alarm markers that have been assigned to it, sorted in decreasing order by floats. So the closest to finished alarm is always the first one. So in the process alarms method, the method only checks if the first most recent alarm is ready to be processed. If it does, it's executed, and then that specific marker is removed from the map. It is erased by iterator rather than by search through the map, so it's safe for the alarm activating itself or activating another alarm. The alarmable object itself, so the component of the game object, keeps track of the active alarms that have been added by the user. So when the user attempts to register an alarm, they pass an ID. That ID is sent through a switch to create the correct marker. I have them done in a strategy pattern so that each marker knows exactly what alarm method it needs to call when activated. And I store these in the map in the alarmable in order to help make sure there's no multi-registering of alarms. So that way you can't have an alarm that replaces itself and another alarm. You can't have alarms that spiral out of control and infinitely recreate themselves. I mean, you can only have alarm 0 at one time at all. But I have, if we'll see here, so the execute alarm first removes the marker itself from its target game object's active pool, so that when alarm 0, the event gets called, if it wants to refresh itself, it can do that. Then the alarmable object here saves the pointer to that alarm marker to make sure that at the end, when it's been called, it's deleted properly. Obviously, this is going to be a lot of creation and deletion, and alarm markers like commands are going to need a recycling factory by the end of this. But with this week's amount of work, I haven't been able to get to it yet. It's on the to-do list. Yeah, so the alarm marker in general has the methods, so that each of its implementations has the correct access to it. So I can go ahead and test some of this now. I've gone ahead and put some alarms in the frigate here. They should just print out in the bottom. Bam, frigate alarm 0, frigate alarm 1. Now, as you can see, the sphere alarm, they replicate themselves, so they'll continue processing without crashing, even though they're refreshing themselves in the code here. Demo sphere starts off with alarm 0 and alarm 1, and alarm 0 recreates itself, alarm 1 also recreates itself. And I have cleanup done so that alarms in process will even delete themselves. But here, if I add the alright, so when alarm 1 is triggered, it'll print out alarm 1, refresh itself, and also call alarm 2. When alarm 2 is activated, it will print out alarm 2 and also try and reactivate alarm 1 on a shorter time span. So this should crash the game at that assert there once alarm 2 attempts to retrigger alarm 1. And there it is. Alarm already registered here. So if we break it and go back through the call stack, we see that this assert alarm already registered is the point, and if we go up one more time, we can see alarm 2 is re-registering alarm 1, and that's what the cause of the break is. I believe that's all for now.